There's a moment in football where power quietly shifts, and almost nobody notices it until it's too late. And right now, that moment is happening between Manchester United and a small national team that just decided it's done being ignored. Because this isn't just about a player missing a couple of friendlies, this is about control. This is about respect, and more importantly, this is about who really owns a player when the stakes are highest. Benjamin Sesko was supposed to be part of Slovenia's squad, a rising star, a striker every system wants to build around, but suddenly, he's out. Fitness concerns, load management, careful monitoring, all the usual words clubs use when they want to protect their investment. But here's where it gets interesting. Bostjan Cesar didn't just accept it. He pushed back hard. And in a sport where clubs like Manchester United usually dictate the terms, that's not something you see every day, because Cesar didn't just say, "Okay, we'll rest him." He drew a line. He made it clear that Slovenia is not a side note, not a secondary priority, not something that bends when a Premier League giant calls. He basically said, "We decide, not them." And that changes everything. Think about it for a second. A club like Manchester United operates on millions. Global pressure, weekly expectations. Every player is an asset. Every minute on the pitch is calculated. So when they say they're managing a 22-year-old striker, what they really mean is they're protecting their future. But for Slovenia, that same player isn't just a future. He's the present. He's the identity. He's the difference between qualifying and disappearing. And Cesar knows that. That's why he didn't hesitate. Our medical team decides. Not United's, not the Premier League's, ours. And when he said that, it wasn't just a statement. It was a warning. Because this tension didn't start today. Back in November, something similar happened. Sesko pulled out again. Knee issue right after a match against Tottenham. But this time, it wasn't just about injury. It was about silence. No clear communication. No alignment. No respect for the national side. At least that's how Slovenia saw it. And it cost them. They lost to Kosovo. And just like that, their World Cup dream was over. Gone. That moment didn't just end a campaign. It ended an era. Maciej Kek was out. And Cesar came in. But here's the thing about new managers. They don't just bring new tactics. They bring new boundaries. And Cesar's first message was clear. This will not happen again. So now we're watching something deeper unfold. Sesko is back in Ljubljana, training lightly, recovering, preparing maybe for the clash against Leeds. On the surface, everything looks calm, controlled, professional. But underneath, there's a quiet standoff. United is watching. Slovenia is watching. And Sesko is right in the middle of it. Because every decision from this point forward sends a message. If he plays too soon, who pushed it? If he rests longer, who decided that? And if this tension grows, who does he listen to? The club that pays him, or the country that defines him? That's the psychological battle nobody talks about. Because players don't just manage fitness, they manage loyalty, expectation, pressure from both sides. And the truth is, situations like this can shape careers, not just physically, but mentally. One wrong step, one forced decision, and suddenly a player isn't just dealing with an injury. He's dealing with trust issues between two worlds, and those don't heal in 2 weeks. So when Cesar says there will be no deviation, he's not just protecting a player, he's protecting authority, identity, and maybe even the future of Slovenian football. Because if they give in now, they lose more than a striker. They lose control. And once that's gone, it's almost impossible to get back. So now the real question isn't whether Sesko will be fit for Leeds. The real question is, who wins this power struggle? And more importantly, what happens the next time this situation repeats itself? Because it will. It always does. If you think this is just a small story about a player missing friendlies, you're missing the bigger picture. This is football's hidden war, Club versus country, money versus identity, control versus pride, and it's only getting started. If you want more stories like this, the ones happening beneath the surface, the ones that actually shape careers and clubs, stay here, because the next one might be even bigger.